With the tide turning, the Allies, led by the United States, adopted a strategy known as island hopping. The goal was to bring American forces closer to Japan and began with the Battle of Guadalcanal in August 1942. The 6-month campaign on this jungle-covered island was marked by fierce and brutal fighting both on land and at sea. Following the costly victory at Guadalcanal, the Allies launched successive assaults on key islands like the Gilbert and Marshall Islands, the Marianas, and the Palau Islands. Each battle was intense, with Japanese forces driven by a code of honor that emphasized death over surrender. The island-hopping campaign was incredibly costly, but successfully brought the Allies within striking distance of Japan, setting the stage for the final push toward Japan. The Battle of Leyte Gulf, fought from October 23 to 26, 1944, was the largest naval battle in history and a critical turning point in the Pacific War. Leyte Gulf involved nearly 300 ships and more than 200,000 naval personnel from both the Allied and Japanese fleets. Leyte Gulf was actually a series of 4 related engagements. Each of these engagements played a crucial role in the outcome of the larger battle, which ultimately ended in a decisive victory for the Allies. The Japanese Navy, suffering from a lack of fuel and experienced pilots, was effectively destroyed as a fighting force. The battle marked the first significant use of kamikaze attacks by Japanese pilots, a desperate tactic that would become increasingly common as the war neared its end. As the Allies moved closer to Japan, the battles grew even fiercer. The island of Iwo Jima, located 750 miles south of Tokyo, lasted from February 19 to March 26, 1945. It favored the Japanese defenders, who constructed an elaborate network of bunkers, tunnels, and caves. The battle was marked by intense and close-quarters combat, with the American Marines suffering heavy casualties. The iconic image of U.S. Marines raising the flag on Mount Suribachi, captured by photographer Joe Rosenthal, became a symbol of American perseverance and victory. However, the victory came at a high cost. Nearly 7,000 American servicemen were killed, and over 20,000 were wounded. The Japanese garrison of about 21,000 men was almost entirely wiped out, with only a few hundred taken prisoner. The Battle of Okinawa, which began on April 1, 1945, and lasted until June 22, 1945, was the largest amphibious assault in the Pacific theater. Okinawa was seen as a crucial staging ground for a potential invasion of Japan itself. The battle was characterized by some of the most ferocious fighting of the Pacific War. Kamikaze attacks reached their peak during the battle, with hundreds of suicide planes targeting the U.S. fleet, causing significant damage and loss of life. The fighting on Okinawa was brutal and relentless, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. The U.S. lost approximately 12,000 men, while the Japanese lost over 100,000 soldiers. The horrific scale of the battle and the civilian toll highlighted the likely cost of an invasion of Japan and contributed to the decision to use atomic bombs to bring the war to an end. Thanks for joining us for 60 Seconds of History. Stay tuned for more quick dives into the past,